Hello, this is Chris with PixelFreak.com, and we are continuing our walkthrough of Samurai vs. Zombies Defense. In this particular video segment, we are taking a look at 39 through 42. I think this might be a shorter one of all the segments, just because I'm doing less. Also, 41, there's only half the level in there, and unfortunately what had happened was I was grinding up some silver coins to upgrade my, I think, farmers, and I went into a level, found a gold box, awesome, and then got killed. And then it had the named little horse rider guy on there, Takeda Shingen or something like that. Anyways, so because of that, I decided, no, I'm gonna go ahead and save that guy, and I started recording halfway through, so I only have half that wave up there, unfortunately. So I apologize to anybody that's stuck on wave 41. Most of the waves, I can say at this point in the game, very, very, very similar. And so if you just do what I did in 40 and 42, you'll probably get through 41. Ooh, look at that. That's a lot of healers. 3 healers all at once. Why the hell did I walk away from? Oh, I'm letting the horse guy through. That was smart. And still summoning farmers. That's the trick to all this. You can go back and go crazy on some of the guys in the back, but make sure you got your farmers coming. If you put a gap in your farmers, smoked. Run right through him. Yes, glue coin. Yeah, not a lot to say about all this. It's pretty much the same tactic over and over and over again. It does get a little more complex a little bit later on. I mean, it's really the same of this, but it's just minding gaps and such. It's kind of cool when the farmers get leveled up all the way. Whoop, on my mic, sorry about that. It's kind of cool when the farmers get leveled up all the way. They are really super duper powerful. It's pretty awesome. Oh, I never realized the wheels have a green face now instead of a red one. They had a red face, and they went to the fiery ones, and now they have green faces. So that must be like the next level up. It's too bad they did that. I mean, it's all it really is a retexture of the same thing. I mean, it's cool though. Gotta cut some corners. I mean, creating games for the Android and iOS platforms are really low margin type deals. So you gotta cut costs where you can. Oh, big gap. Oh, okay, so this is a planned gap. This is kind of cool, because this is the first time that I did a planned gap. So what I did here is I stopped summoning my farmers altogether. And the reason I did that is because I noticed that the trickle of farmers, the way that they were coming in, was not doing me any good. So I had to stop summoning farmers to split the guys up a little bit and create enough leadership that I could take out, or that I could summon farmers really, really fast and have just a huge bulk of farmers come out. But I messed it up, and there's a little mini gap in it. So I'm just taking out rangers myself and hoping that my farmers can take that big bulk of guys. They'll have a little bit of a jump too, because I held back the healers for a little while. So the healers are gonna have uh-oh. Frickin' rider. 2 riders. Bummer. Wonder how I deal with that. Oh, 3 riders. Still summoning farmers though. You gotta always be summoning farmers. So there's those healers, and I bet you anything, I'll walk right by, let the horse guy go. Oh, that was stupid of me to do it that way. Just took a hit. I really should have let the horse guy through to start and then come back through. And notice, as soon as I dropped those healers, almost instantly my farmers were able to kill the other guys. So that planned gap, that's a strategic move that you'll see me use that more often in the game, where it's like you're only able to summon them when you get every 5 points, right? So the farmers start to kind of come to a little bit of a trickle as they're coming out, and you realize, man, I just don't have enough farmers to quite overcome anything because all the healers are healing up the guys. So what you have to do is just let your farmers die, stop, and then build up a bulk of like 50 or 60 leadership, and then spam your farmers as fast as you can. Just get them out there as quick as possible, and then they'll come up in like this big farmer Zerg head, and then just run over the guys. So this is a boss wave. This is the first time that we get like the little crab spider ladies. They're interesting because when you kill them, they break into these little things. They're like little mini spiders, and they act kind of like bombs, where they run for the gate. Normally that would be a really bad thing, and they hit really hard too. Normally that would be a really bad thing, but with a Farmer Zerg situation, the little spiders that she gives off at the end, they don't run fast enough, and the farmers will take care of them almost every time. They do make it back to the gate by some weird chance. Farmers will take care of them. This is also the first wave where you get troop. And you can see that I have troop up right now. Oh, there's the spider lady right there. I should be using troop. I don't know why I didn't. There we go, I used it. So it'll come out of the gate and it'll come flying up and just nail her. Smash. And look at that, it took off tons of her health. And you can hear and see the little health, the little spiders that she gave off when she died. It's like mini versions of her. And they just run towards the gate, like a bomb, very similar to a bomb. I got hit by one once or twice, and they hit hard. Not like a bomb. They hit a lot harder than a bomb. But the Farmer Zerg works pretty well against this particular boss. And here comes the troop. And unfortunately, troop costs gold to upgrade, which really sucks, because troop is pretty sweet. You see, it just mows stuff over. It's so awesome. See too, I haven't hardly used any of my sushi, so I think up to this point, very little sushi used, maybe one or two, and I didn't see myself actually use it either. You may have seen me use it. Sorry, it's getting kind of late now. I've been doing this for a very long time, doing these commentaries. Uh-oh. Right in the belly of the beast now. So it's a pretty good tactic too. Just keep your samurai where you'll always be in a position where you can shoot your arrows, but at the same time you're always behind some of the farmers, because you don't want rangers at this point in the game. You do not want rangers hitting you with arrows, because they can do some serious damage. There's a few parts, especially late, like in the upper 40s, where I'm holding off the enemies with my farmers, but they're not making any progress, and so really I'm just sitting there holding them off with farmers until I can cast my troop, and then when troop comes in, it's really the only progress I'm making. That's funny, that was an example of when I was right up on the enemy's base. So you're going to see 41's going to start in the middle here, unfortunately. Alright, here we are, 41. 32% in, so I'm not very far in at all. But this is during the chaos season, so you can see it's kind of like almost hell on earth is going on here, or something. Now, when you revive, I think it like kills everything around you as well. So it's I mean, if you die by a bunch of stuff, you're gonna be able to clear them out and continue on. I revived twice. For this revive, I didn't actually have to spend any money. I think I won a revive playing pachinko. Oh, horrible situation here. They're getting free shots on my farmers. Did I just cast troop? No troop? Troop? Oh, there's troop. There we go. And lethargy. Yeah, it's rough trying to get... Oh, that's a decent move. Just walk right past him. I think I just use a sushi. This is one of the few times that I use sushi, and the reason I had done that is because I think at this point in this level, I have already collected 2 gold boxes, and I didn't want to lose them. Or maybe it was just 1 gold box, and I didn't want to lose it. Because I had the named horseman, which is kind of funny because right when I got him, I'm like, I'm going to use this guy. This guy's going to be awesome. If my farmers are this sweet, this guy's going to be awesome. And he really was... Like, I felt very much no bueno on him. Like, he's great, don't get me wrong, he does some damage, but he goes down so fast. You really need to have tanks up, and with the farmers up, you don't really have tanks. I mean, if you can get them in a steady stream. So I ended up getting 3 boxes on that one. So... I also got a lot of questions on this game about what the teapots and the teacups do. My understanding on those is they increase your leadership, and I think they increase your maximum amount. Unfortunately, it's not real clear cut. Like when you click on them, it says this increases your max leadership, or this increases your leadership by 50. And so my first thought on that was, oh, it increases my leadership by 50, like if I'm in the game and then I use the item. But there's no place to use it in the battlefield. So I think when you get them, it just increases your overall leadership that much. So you have a higher maximum amount that you can use. So that solves that mystery. If someone knows better than me on that, feel free to leave a comment. I didn't watch what my leadership was in the very beginning of the game and what it was at the very end of the game. But that just was my understanding of how it worked. If it doesn't work that way, leave a comment and correct me, because I could be wrong about that. There's a possibility that that arrow right up there, you push that arrow and then it changes over to the teacup, but I don't know. I don't have my game on and it's not in front of me, so I can't check it. So this is 42. I think this is the last wave of this particular video, and this is also the longest one in this video. This is a very long wave. I think this might actually be the second longest wave that it took me to beat. There's a good chance that's because they have some flying guys in here that my farmers were not able to kill. So you'll probably see me run into a situation where I'm sitting there waiting for a troop to come up. I should be using troop. There it goes. So I got a bad situation to start with. Why am I not casting farmers? Okay, I just did a completely unnecessary gap there, and there they go. Oh, that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting to get the horse guy. I wanted to try the horse guy out. Let's see how fast he dies. Hey, well, he got past that guy, but he didn't actually get hit. Wow, he's pretty strong. I don't remember him being that strong. Wow. So, he's dead. I'm definitely having a problem here in this level with flying enemies. that guy up. It's looking better for me now. So we got some of that cleaned out. Let's see how the next set comes. I definitely could have been using some rangers in this level. But I think I hadn't figured out at this point exactly with what frequency to cast or to summon up the rangers. Oh, I don't even have rangers in this one. Oh yeah, I do. They're there. There's one. I think it's wave 49, where I very clearly needed rangers, and for some reason I just didn't include them in my lineup, and so I get to play the level with none. Ends up for an interesting level at least. Very long. I think it's like a 10-minute level, something like that. It's crazy how long it took me to beat the level. Again, there's flying guys. I have a problem because I don't have any range. I relied a little too heavily. Luckily, that troop took care of that one. I relied too heavily on troop, I think, in this way. Slowly but surely, farmers are killing it. Probably should have ran past. I probably should have ran past on that lethargy and run in and killed some of those rangers or something. But at this point, I can still slow it all down and then run back there and kill a few. Probably would have done a lot of good. Just like that. That put me in trouble. Man, I got lucky there. Oh, I used a sushi. That's it. Probably a well-placed sushi, though. I may have died had I not done that. But this is the end of the level. This is also the last one for this video. Until next time, this has been Chris, pixelfreak.com.